Sup interweb. This is Xbox Has No Games podcast. Flip might be doing something else, but I started anyway because I like
I'm
to
right
start
here.
on time. He's somewhere in
I'm
here. He'll sit
I'm
here
here.
with his He's somewhere in here with his new banner on Xbox. I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know. He's not from Starfleet. I don't know
I'm
what he
here.
did.
I'm here.
I don't
Ah,
know if he's from Starfleet. You
what?
ain't from Starfleet no more. I saw that new banner, and you ain't from Starfleet. You like you a Romulan or
Oh
something.
no, no, they ain't no. That's my people flag. My people
Oh,
flag.
um, so we got Flip Money in the building. Livewire been being this motherfucker when he feel like being in this shit. Um, who else want to come in? Just let me know when you want to come in. And we don't care if you're a pony or whatever, or you know what I'm saying.
Should have been in. He was on his way. Probably over there.
Yeah,
Probably over there
you know what I'm
shining his
saying.
shining
We
his
just in here trying to
light.
have a good motherfucking time. You know, we're gonna have a good podcast. We're not like everybody else. We don't have no topics. I talk to Flip most of the time during the week, but we ain't even talked about certain shit that we gonna talk about. Shout out to Hollywood. Your name ain't Craig Simmons. Your name is Hollywood. Change your name to motherfucking Hollywood. I told you that shit 30, 35 million motherfucking times. Shout, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to motherfucking Stone King. What's up with you, G? Shout out to Six Slayer and you know what I'm saying? And they podcast, the Dragons Den podcast. Shout out to them. Uh, you know what I'm saying? What's good with you, Dirt? What's good with you, G? Like I say, we late night podcast. It's the East Coast. I know it's late. On the West Coast, it's early.
I
The
like to
kids
say
asleep.
rest in. I like to say rest in peace to a lot of different podcasts.
Uh, uh, shout out to my man. Shout out to my man right here. That's my G. What's good? What you? What's good with you, man? Like I said, I'd love to give shout outs to everybody. You ain't got a super chat. We don't e-bag on this motherfucker. None of that shit.
I thought you was gonna be in here, other than.
Yeah, Zink. Yeah. Hey, Zink took the show last week. I ain't gonna lie. He took the show. That shit was uh remarkable. We gonna use a big word, remarkable. It was epic. If that shit was man, I listened. That was the first podcast I listened to my own shit, and I ended up because he was talking real shit. Zink was talking real shit. We got Vok in the building. I don't know where his ass at. He should be back at home. His ass is on because your ass is on motherfucking space engineers. Oh my bad, I'm snitching on you. He was on space engineer.
Discord.
Bring your ass in the party.
He probably on the cloud. I said I'm
No,
trying
he
to
was
find a
no,
picture
no,
for.
he left last night. No, because he was sending me shit.
Oh,
No, he was
I
sending me
thought he
shit.
was
He
on
was
the
talking
cloud.
shit about a certain another situation we'll talk about later. We gotta talk about it in private. You know what I'm saying? Because it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And ladies and gentlemen, hookers and hoes, boys and girls, live wire is in the building.
Oh shit. What's going on, my niggas? What y'all up
Live
to?
wife over there. Live wife
Yeah,
over
you over
there.
there. You over there. Yeah, what's going on over there? Cause you Nikki tonight.
No, no,
He
no,
over
no,
there
no, no,
working.
no.
He
I'm about
working
to go
from Air
downstairs
Force
real
One.
quick.
Are you working hard? You working? Cause see,
Mm.
y'all don't understand. Livewire got a whole different job, and he works very hard on his job, and he does very good with his job. But y'all don't give him the respect that he need to be respected. Livewire is a intelligent guy that you guys don't even know.
That's right. Put some respect on his name.
Oh my god.
He can do things that some of y'all motherfuckers can never do in y'all life. But nah, what's going on? What's going on? So man, what's up? What y'all been playing, man? What we been gaming on, man, this week? That's how we start off on. What we been gaming going on?
Go ahead, Flip. My I gotta switch my headphones anyway.
Well, I try to what's that? 12 minutes, 7 seconds, 84.
Yeah, 7. Yeah, that's it. Yep.
I got in there. I got killed. I can't. That shit. That not my.
You can't get.
That game too complicated for me. Too complicated for me.
You say you ain't
I'm
got
like,
the
hold on.
mental fortitude.
No, I can't get jiggy with that. I'm getting fucked up on that game quick.
I played that
Really
motherfucker
got this.
today because I couldn't play it with nobody in the party, so I played it today. I got the white box. Everybody know. Yeah, I did get the white box. Um, the Xbox Series X because it's hard to get it out here in LA. And y'all can call me. Y'all can get it with the fuck. Y'all can get the. I got this and this and this and that. I got me a series box and that
So
game.
fuck y'all.
Yeah, that game. Yeah, that's how I feel. Fuck you.
Yo, I
That
got one.
game.
I got
Yeah,
one.
I had that, and it was hard. I was in a party drunk as fuck when I partied. That's the craziest shit. Shout out to my man Big Kahuna. I was in the party with him earlier. Some weird ass motherfuckers. But Kahuna sit there like we
Bounce,
got
bounce,
this.
bounce.
Well, Kahuna was like, man, you can get a S right now, and I hit that button. And I bought that. I bought it, and I didn't know how small that shit is. Small. That shit is small. And what that shit do, I have to give the respect to my man, Flip Money.
What the fuck happened to Lava? I forgot he did one down.
No, he was on his phone. I already know. I heard it. Flip Money has to get the respect because that shit is just as fucking powerful than the motherfucking PlayStation 5 with 4 gigs of
Sony,
RAM.
Sony getting beat the fuck up.
I
By the little
actually
dude.
played.
All right, cool shit.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Sony, the little dude closed line the shit out of Sony.
Man, that little
Sony,
man, that
Sony
little.
running their
I
face
want
right
to see
into
the.
the fist of the white boy.
I want to see the black boy now, shit, because I'm like, whoa.
Which
What
one you
can
doing?
you do? What can you do
What you talking
off
about?
this motherfucker? Huh?
He talking about how the little white dude beating the shit out the PlayStation.
The little white dude, little ugly dude, little white ugly dude, and the little black ugly dude. They man.
Yeah,
I
yeah. You
didn't.
can't call that little. You can't call that little ugly white dude. It ain't the most attractive box, but it's beating the shit out of
Man,
it.
Oh,
that shit,
That motherfucker ate its spinach.
man, that thing. I downloaded Shadow of the Tomb Raider, right? Shadow of the Tomb Raider already looked at remarkable. Yes, I know how to use real words. I have an education. I have a degree. I just
Okay,
act
Baka.
ignorant for on purpose. You know what I'm saying? That shit looked remarkable. And when I threw the series, they already had the X treatment, and they threw the Series X on that motherfucker. That shit ain't
You know
right,
what's
G.
crazy? You know what's crazy, though?
I almost cried the other night. I almost
Oh hell,
cried because I didn't believe it. I almost cried. The motherfucker, I'm like, this shit look borderline real. I would have seen Jaheim remarkable. You gonna make me whole. I bought my old lady $1,000 phone for that shit, for this S. I said, I'm gonna get you a phone. The phone fucked up because I bought an S and this S is, I ain't think it was gonna do that. I ain't think that was, and Flip used to tell me this shit. I
hold on.
didn't believe this. I didn't believe, I playing games like, wow. I'm like, wow. And then I want to hear the ponies talk shit. No, this shit. Flip said it from the game. From Flip said it from day one. That shit is more powerful than the PlayStation 5. It don't it ain't no lie. Physical wise, what these games are running, it is. It is. Shout out to my man 108 Dragons TV.
Yeah, she
But it
beautiful,
is.
man.
You happy and you know it. Clap your hands.
Clap,
If
clap,
you happy and you know it, and you really want to show it.
clap,
If you
clap.
happy and you know it, clap your hands. Like,
Man,
I was
motherfucker Flip is a
I
wild
told
nigga.
I put this way. I'm scared. What's that shit? Quake, right? Quake
yeah.
has so many. Quake has so much shit
How about the shooter, right?
on that
I
shit.
wonder yeah, I wonder what
I
they're gonna do
haven't
as far as an
turned
update.
none of that shit up. I can cut in avid inclusion and all. I can cut all that shit up. I ain't there to get
That
because
shit
I'm
quick.
like, damn, I don't want to do it. It's like I'm like man, it ain't Christmas yet. It's Christmas Eve.
Mm.
It's Christmas Eve, and I'm playing on the fucking S. I ain't playing on the X. All y'all playing on the X, man. I appreciate you guys. Y'all got beautiful work. If you overpaid for it, I understand why you did it. Um, this shit what Xbox is doing is totally different. It's a whole different game. It's a
Did you look at
whole
the
different
Digital
game.
Foundry shit for that? I ain't watching.
Man, I ain't watch no fuck. I don't watch no
About
fucking
what?
digital
Digital
fuckery.
About
fuckery
what?
about
About what?
Tomb Raider specs.
Oh yeah. I seen a little of it. I seen a little of it. It's funny how they do they their illusion of fuck because they talking good about it one moment, but then they try to throw shot at it. Like, okay, it's running good. It's running
Mm-hmm.
good. Well, the frame rate on the series or on the 1X kept dropping, blah 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 blah. But the PlayStation 5, because they was comparing it, they you could tell that they didn't really want to say the Series X and the PlayStation 5, but they were trying to compare it with the 1X and the PlayStation 5. Then when they finally went there, it was like, yeah, it's remarkable how they do it. Sometimes I wonder how exactly is it that they're doing. You got computers and shit. You should fucking know. So
Yeah.
how is it that you're trying to figure out how Microsoft do this and this? Y'all supposed to be motherfucking tech genius and shit. So you got the computer. How the fuck you don't know? So you got $1 million computer and shit that can run this shit to tell you what the fuck is what and how many pixels that it take to get to the mid center of a pixel jar, but you don't know how the fuck they doing it. I don't
No,
understand it. I don't get it.
but flip.
They
They're not using a computer. They're using software. The
I don't give a
software
shit what the
costs.
I don't give a
They're
fuck what they're
using
using.
soft. Them motherfuckers is using software. They don't know. Think about it, you got motherfucking
Right
IGN.
about the you right about the I don't
All
you
these
right
other.
about the they don't know part. You absolutely right about that they don't know part. Cause I'm telling you, man, they show voting around that motherfucker like it ain't nothing. They don't want to
No.
they don't want to fully come out and just say Xbox is whooping his ass. They don't want to say that.
My thing is, won't you get the game before you talk about it? You get video. They get video and try to sit there and use software and say this is what the frames is working at. Fuck you. What's up with you, Punisher? What's up to you, my guy?
What's
Go on and
going on,
talk.
fellas?
Yo, what
What's
Ain't nothing,
going?
man. We over here talking about people best friend digital foundry. How they got all the techno
Fuck
fucking flip
digital
that
family.
move out and still don't want to be direct and
Mm-hmm.
just says Microsoft beating shit out of Sony. Yeah, this is a good machine. It works and it's powerful. But did you see the button on PlayStation 5 controller? Like what? Yo, I'm not lying. They do shit like that. Hold on, what the fuck does that have to do with the hardware? This
Wait, so what
motherfucker
happened?
talking
Digital
about
Foundry came out with something new, comparison or something?
nah. Yeah, they doing a comparison with Tomb Raider. And they just don't want it. They don't want to just come out and just say, well, damn, Microsoft is doing the damn thing. Even if it could be two games that's on par with each other, they both running good on the PlayStation and Xbox, but they'll still try to give it to the PlayStation or say some crazy shit like, look at the power core for the PlayStation 5. Why Microsoft didn't do it like that? Like, what?
Oh, but you know why they do that, right?
Yeah, I know.
They doing that shit because they getting free stuff. They trying to get
Yeah,
those
I believe that.
those PS5s with their names
I believe
engraved
that.
in them and shit.
I believe that. It's just the amount of fuckery that they go to that just doesn't make sense. They're just saying the wildest shit. I just seen them say that shit too many times. Yeah, but did you see the cover of the Spider-Man box? Look at the angle of the cover of the Spider. Motherfucker's a goddamn case. So we're gonna talk about the case look better than the Microsoft case. Yeah, look at the color. Look at the blue this other. See, it's not so much as a highlight blue or a dark. I'm swearing, man, I lied to y'all now. I have seen people podcast that did that. As well as digital foundries. We already know IGN used to do it a lot. I swear, I'm like, huh? Yo, somebody help me here.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody help
Well,
me
no,
here.
they still
Listen,
trying to do it, but you know what?
help me.
These Xbox guys are starting to call them out more and more. That's what it is.
Yeah, you're right.
The Xbox guys, they ain't sitting down taking it like they did last generation. They firing
I
back.
just didn't understand it. I'm trying to tell y'all,
Yeah.
man. Somebody in the comment section on a panel, help me. What are we doing? This is what we doing now?
You know what we finna do right now? You know what we finna do right now? They say we don't do this shit. They say I got the mantle responsibility. The mantle finna come down right now. I'm about to hit the hammer. All y'all motherfuckers out there complaining about Halo don't have no motherfucking co-op.
Oh shit.
Do me a motherfucking favor and hit yourself with a bag of nickels. I watched you guys Friday. I was at work on the interweb. I watched you guys sit there complaining about co-op. Y'all the same motherfuckers that was complaining about motherfucking Locke and his team. Y'all was the same motherfuckers. Y'all was saying, y'all said y'all wanted more motherfucking Master Chief. But where y'all motherfuckers at when I don't hear about the Last of Us? I don't hear about the other bullshit, God of War. Y'all motherfuckers sit there and let the ponies control you guys. Quit letting them do that to yourself. Quit letting it. Y'all let the control the narrative. No, they don't run us. We run them. We have just because a game don't have a thing about it. Halo. I'm about to go straight in. Fuck it. Halo is giving you free to play, and they gonna hit your pockets, but you ask for it. They giving you multi.
Go on, Pastor. What you got to do, Pastor?
Yeah. Who the fuck? Gonna give you Sony don't have no motherfucking Game Pass. 85% of y'all motherfuckers is not paying for fucking Halo. And you're talking shit. You're talking straight shit. Fuck y'all. I'm y'all think about Xbox community. We complain about too much bullshit. I'm gonna say it. Nobody else ain't want to talk about it because they scared. They don't want to piss people off. I don't give a fuck. I'll piss on them. I don't give a shit. This shit got to stop. They came out months ahead of time and say, "Hey, we ain't gonna have this done." They didn't lie to you. They ain't do none of that shit to you. I beat Halo. I don't want to play Halo with nobody. That's just me. But have I played Halo 5 with other people? Yes, I have. After I beat the game on my own, but that's just me. It's not a motherfucking, it's not a deal killer. And motherfuckers is treating like this shit is a deal killer. It ain't a deal killer.
Well, my question is, well, what do they want?
They don't know what the fuck they want. They got the pony so mixed up in they fucking head like why
Well, what I'm saying,
uh
what are they saying? What are they
they saying it
truly
should
saying?
be co-op and it should be Forge. How many of y'all
Mm-hmm.
motherfuckers use Forge?
All
Y'all
right,
don't use no fucking Forge.
Nobody.
this
The
is the
most people that
thing. All
use
right,
Forge is on PC,
we
and
know
that's
those
about it.
we know those things ain't gonna be at launch, right? So now what? What do they want? I
They
don't
won't
like. I'm trying to
they
figure
won't
out
they
what do they
they
want?
don't know what they want because they let the ponies fuck around and dictate what the fuck is going on. They let the ponies dictate what they got to think and how they think. I watched this shit Friday on the interweb. I didn't say nothing. I saw you say something, but I watched it and
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm not going to say nothing about this shit until Saturday because y'all motherfuckers need to grow up and think for your motherfucking self and understand. They came out months. It's not like the game came out. It's not like the game came out and then they didn't tell you nothing about it. They came out of nowhere. Nobody even know they was doing this. But now it's fuck 343. Fuck you in your life. Yeah, I'm on some medieval shit tonight. Cause I don't I think about it, Halo is close to my heart to a certain extent. But I don't feel like they disrespect us. They came on and said, hey, ain't no co-op. But Nintendo come out with Mario. They don't have no motherfucking no co-op. I don't hear nobody talking about that shit. Let's keep it real.
I think some people are
mhm,
spoiled or try to be spoiled.
Yep.
It goes back to what you just said. Let's go back and entertain what you just said. You have these guys out here, as me and Lawire was saying before.
well, yeah. I just want to. I want to know, like, give me this. What are they asking for, or what are you hearing that these people are asking for?
Right.
Because my
Well,
thing
well,
is
now,
like you can't complain. I want this. I want that. But what do you want? This is what the situation is. This is what they're telling you the possibilities of being rectified are currently. What do you want in order? What are they saying they want in order to rectify it? Do they want it to be delayed, or do they want it to come out as it is?
well, it's
The, the, the,
like what Bone was saying. Like you got to think about it. Most of them guys, see, this is what goes on. You hear, okay, well, we're not going to get this and this. Okay, fine, Danny, we got to wait a couple months, 2 or 3 months. But these websites, IGN and them, will start up a narrative and get the PlayStation guy, the PC guy, and people who buy both consoles running. Then the Xbox guy, the last guy. Yeah, man, that makes sense. Like, makes sense what? Why are you following something that someone else has said? You act like the game is not coming out. You got a valid point. Like, what is it exactly do you want? Don't tell me you want this day one because day one, that's not what a lot of people are going to do. Me and I've said it before. People who really use the forge and all that other parts of it like that, really that like using shit like that, is no different than mine or people that's on PC. Them guys is the one that like using that feature like that. Everybody else want to get into the storyline. Let's see how this storyline works and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, shout out for Emmanuel for dropping that $10 in what's that, super chat.
Word, shout out.
But like you said earlier, and we're going to get into, a lot of people are not going to use that right away. You're not. You're going to be so amped up and so wild, like, oh man, I gotta see what this campaign look like. They done showed us the campaign and said the map is this big. I gotta see how big this map is. You're not gonna go straight online like that unless you're a person who just like playing online co-op like that. I get it for those people that like that, but they not really complaining like that because you're not gonna go with the Forge. You're not. You're not just gonna jump in Forge just that fucking quick.
Well, Forge is for a very specific type of player. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
That ain't. I mean, campaign co-op. I mean, I looked at the percentages of people who played and beat the campaign on Halo 5, and it was like 1.77% beat the whole game in co-op, and like 7% tried to beat. I mean, well, at least beat one mission of co-op. So you're talking about 1.77 and 7%. That ain't a lot of motherfuckers. Like, these dudes out here crying foul and saying the game's incomplete. But it's like, look, this is the situation that you have. The campaign is done. So my thing is, if the game, the game's not complete to me, then all right, then motherfucker, just wait until everybody else can get it when it launches, and your ass could wait 3 months. Because it's to cry foul and say, oh, well, why don't we just delay the game until it's all together? Nigga, that's you. You want so I gotta wait. So if the new Avengers movie comes out, but they say they ain't got the 3D version, I gotta wait because your bitch ass wanna watch it in 3D. Why? I don't watch it in 3D. So why the fuck do I gotta wait to watch it in some version? I don't even watch it.
Right.
Man, that's the shit that's the like, these motherfuckers are selfish as hell. Like, yo, if you can't get it, that's a you problem, bro. That's a you problem.
I saw Xbox guys were going like, oh, that's a shame because they don't have them co-op. I don't. I'm. Percy myself. This is Percy myself. I ain't want to play no motherfucking co-op with nobody.
Listen.
I want to be that guy. I want to be that guy. When I play Call of Duty, I don't want to. Hang on, Call of Duty don't have no co-op.
Yeah, but my thing is not even. It's bonus. It's not that you're not gonna have co-op at all. You're just not gonna have it for the first 3 months. When Red Dead Redemption came out, we ain't have fucking multiplayer for a year. And the same thing was
nobody said
GTA 5.
They don't want to.
Remember GTA 5?
They don't want to say that.
That game was out for a whole fucking year, and we still ain't had that shit until to the launch of
the Last of Us 2 still ain't got multiplayer. It's been over a year.
How the fuck the Last of Us 2 supposed to have? That's a single player game. Some games, remember they were saying Xbox don't have single player games. If Xbox, Halo CE was a single player game. Halo 2 was a single player game. Halo 3, yeah, they threw it in. But who want to see a bunch of Master Chiefs? You want to play that shit on your own.
Well, I mean, I won't even look. I won't dismiss that some people want to play it that way. Fine, whatever. You know what I mean? But my thing is, I don't see why we have to have the whole game delayed because 1.77% of motherfuckers want to play that way. Like, motherfucking wait. If that's how you want to play, and that's the only way you want to play, you gotta play co-op. All right, cool, nigga. Wait.
No, they talking about split screen. I ain't going to your house to play no game with you.
Well, I mean, that's it. Again, that's still their business. Fine.
And I'm hating.
If it ain't there,
I'm
you can wait.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all this. Fuck split screen. That's from the bottom of my motherfucking dark heart. Fuck split screen. Why do I need motherfucking split screen where I can play with you on the interweb? Who's not on the interweb? I don't have a friend playing with me.
Yeah,
I don't live in the boondocks.
I ain't trying
That's
to give
just
up my
me.
real estate personally, but I mean, for those that don't mind it, I mean, that's their business.
I never loved split screen.
I
I
mean,
never loved split
we were
screen.
cool when it was new.
When
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
When
back in the day, it
but
wasn't too bad.
no, I never
yeah, but
loved
that's
split
back in
screen.
the day
I
when most
never. That's me.
nowadays gamers that's back in the day when most motherfuckers had a console, but they had to share it with their siblings or whatever. Nigga, you ain't sharing. Now my brother ain't sitting on the couch with me playing Halo. He'd be like, "Yo, I want to
That's
play
what I'm
Halo."
I don't.
saying.
Nigga,
Talking
all
about he
right,
ain't got no
I'll
You
split
know
hit you up on
what?
the
screen.
sticks.
I gotta say, you know what? Phone now, that right there, it may not be from the bottom of my heart, but honestly, let's be honest. Who the fuck want to play on split screen when we stand there? Everybody that got an Xbox or whatever the situation is, play
It's it's
online.
it's it's motherfuckers that
I
are
don't see
that
it. I don't see
it's
why we even have
it's
it.
it's the nostalgic. It's people that have been playing.
Okay,
It's
I got
basically
one better.
those who played Halo from the beginning that way, and they played with their kids, and now
Live,
it's some
but live, they
but
grown ass men now.
it flip.
You're a grown ass man now.
I
Like,
No, but like you
stop
say,
you
he
know
it.
want to play with his
I
kids or
flip.
something like that, you know?
I understand this, but you still got motherfuckers that when Toys R Us disappeared, even though they ain't have been in a Toys R Us in years, niggas cried. Like, nigga, you ain't even going to Toys R Us. Like, why the fuck you care if it's here or not?
Well, you
That
know
was the
what they
last
say
time
then? You know what
motherfuckers
that
would be
mean?
like, I can't believe it's gone. But bitch, you didn't even
You
buy your
know,
games at Toys R Us. But now you
I
crying
understand
about
the
Toys R Us. What
nostalgia.
kind of shit is this?
I understand about the nostalgia, but then that just means they really don't want to grow up. They really want to stay at the Toys R Us kid then.
Because they want to be a Toys R Us kid.
Well, because you know what it is, to be honest, it's late '70s. You know what I mean? Early '80s babies. You know what I mean? A lot of these guys, because you got to remember, Toys R Us was pretty much there our whole life. If you were born,
Dad,
well, when the Toys R Us kid had to come out
But
in the
what no
'70s.
what Toys R Us said? I don't want to grow up. I want to be a
I don't
Toys
even
R
remember
Us
when it came
kid.
out. A
Yeah,
That
lot of
yeah.
them, it had to came out like in the '70s.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It came out in the '70s, so it was a little bit before. So it's something that was there pretty much our whole lives, and all of a sudden it's gone. Now, some motherfuckers can't deal with that shit. They just mentally can't deal with that shit. Like seeing things like that disappear,
I was like, are you
like
kidding
breaks
me?
them, and they cry. Like, and a lot of and Sony fans are like, imagine if Sony went away. You know what I mean? Like we as Xbox fans, we knew we were here from the beginning, but this wasn't our first console. We played other shit too. You got a lot of PlayStation fans that only played PlayStation. If PlayStation never went away, I would wonder how many of these motherfuckers just call it quits on the gaming or their lives because these motherfuckers,
I
like, they so
was
attached to the plastic and the logo. Like, think about it, motherfucker. PlayStation shows a logo, and these motherfuckers they go crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was like PS5, PS5. Oh my god, bitch! You don't even know anything about the box, what's in it. You just see the logo, but it's a PS5. Like, I'm like, oh my god. But this,
you ain't lying,
I
right?
don't know.
Not,
Huh?
not lying. Some people see that logo and they get happy, happy, joy, joy. They do jumping jack for Jesus with that shit when they see that PlayStation logo. I must admit, they do that with that and Nintendo. They really do that, and and that's fine if they feel like that. But I like for the Xbox guys to keep in mind, stop letting these people persuade how you feel. Like I mean, come on, made a good point.
What?
Half these motherfuckers is not gonna buy that game. You
But
got Game
yo,
Pass. Why are you mad about something that you got? Like, I don't want to hear. Well, I paid for Game Pass and I expect it. Well, you got over 100 more other games that coming down the pipeline, and you worrying about one game and you can't wait for that one little feature to come. I don't get it. Don't get it.
How many people playing Quake right now? I played Quake. I didn't never played the original Quake. I played it yesterday though. I don't. I don't like the shit
I don't
like
know.
that.
I thought about downloading it, but that game looks a lot like Doom to me.
It is Doom.
Okay.
Shit it's an exactly version of Doom.
Came out.
It
But the
looks
motherfucker
I
exactly the
came in
believe
same.
here.
if I'm correct,
I don't like
if
that
I'm correct, I'm
motherfucker.
quite sure Vodka or somebody else did check or correct me. I believe Quake was first.
No, no,
Quake came out
no.
first.
Doom was first. No, Doom was first.
Who was? Sure.
Doom was
I
first. I
thought it was
think Doom
Quake.
was first.
I thought Quake
No,
came out
Doom was
first. I don't
first.
know.
No, Doom was
There's
first.
somebody in the check and correct us.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
know
Doom.
thought
I
which one
think
came
Doom.
out
first.
first, but them damn games look
I
the
think
same
I
to
thought
Doom.
me.
I think Doom was first. Quake was the first multiplayer, like the arena version. How to just go shoot motherfuckers up.
Yeah, I think Quake and what was it, Unreal Tournament or something like that.
Unreal Tournament. That was
Yeah,
Quake.
they were,
That was Quake. Cause I remember playing on the motherfucker. I remember having Sega Net. If y'all don't know what Sega Net was, that was one of the things that made Sega what it was off the Dreamcast. You bitch ass motherfuckers. Yeah, we a bunch of old
I would
heads.
have went back. I
I
man,
remember they
shit.
had
I
that
would say
second
Sega
TV.
TV. We up.
Yep.
Remember Sega TV? You had to call it, get
Yeah, I
Yeah,
that
remember
Sega
shit,
T.
hook
Yep.
that
Second
joint
Sega.
up.
Oh
TV.
no,
Sega
I didn't know.
TV.
No,
That's going
no,
crazy.
no, Flip. I didn't say Sega TV. My
Okay,
dad kicked
Mike
my.
said Doom was
I
first.
didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but I didn't use Sega TV because my dad kicked my ass because I bought Sega TV. I went to the cable station, said I want Sega TV, and he kicked my ass.
That shit
We got
wasn't a
into a
bad
fist
deal.
fight.
What was it, like $100 for the year? And you
I
get
don't know how
Mm-hmm.
much it
however
was.
many
I put it
games.
on.
I don't
I
remember
I don't
how
know.
much that shit. I mean, I didn't have it, but
Nah, I didn't even know
my
about it. I
cousin or
ain't
my
gonna lie
homie
to you.
had that joint. They had that shit. I was like, what the fuck? My mom was going to do it. My mom was like, hell, no, I ain't paying for that. That's what I remember. That's what
Yeah, and I got
my
that. And my
cousin
pops sat there, and I had. And think about that's the original streaming service, Sega Net.
online
Yep,
multiplayer.
online. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah,
No,
but motherfucker.
online. Period.
Yeah, but
Online.
motherfucker.
Period. You can play all Sega
Yeah.
games.
Yeah, Sega was ahead of their time with that shit.
Yep. You can play
Yeah,
all
but
the
I
Sega
don't know.
games. I don't know if it
Yeah,
was regional. I don't know if you guys got to play it, but no, you put a
yeah, it might
cartridge
have been
in that
regional because
shit.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, you put a cartridge and you put the coax cable in that motherfucker. Like you hold you plugging up your internet and that motherfucker went.
Yeah.
No problem.
No, you had to call up and say about that. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I wasn't so much as it was regional. I think you had to call in. But my cousin had that shit. My homie had that joint. My uncle, my other uncle was going get it for my cousin, but like other cousin, but he didn't really play games, so we just went over there. He didn't play the fucking PC. Well, that's another story. But yeah, man, shit was fun. It was fun.
Yeah, well, I was man. Listen, man. These people with this Halo shit, man. This is motherfuckers just gotta get over it. I mean, it's that simple.
Yeah, they really
It's not
do.
forever. It's the first 3 months for campaign co-op. It's 6 months for Forge. That's no different than Halo 5. It was the same way with Halo 5. You ain't get it until the about 6 months for Forge. But that's mostly with the tool set and shit like that. They trying to make sure all that stuff because again, only about 3% of people build of Halo owners build and Forge. You know what I mean? So a lot of times either people just look at it and be like, oh, okay, this is what it is. All right. Now maybe more people will build over time, but if the tool sets are better, you'll get a better product. I don't really see the point in trying to rush that out or delaying it. There's no point in delaying a game for modes that aren't the most popular mode. They're doing
Mhm.
it right by putting in the in the
Exchanges.
seasons, which is
Yeah.
fine. You know what I mean? But it but to my whole thing, it's like crying to be crying. Oh, this is not right, and it's been 6 years. But that's not you bitching. That's not changing nothing. Oh, but they gotta know. Guess what? You saying this? Do they not know? Do they do they not know already? They're telling you what the deal is. Yeah, but boy, well, this is unacceptable. Well, we need somebody else other than 343 to do Halo. Okay, suggestions. Who? I don't know, but somebody. The fuck, like, like you
Uh,
motherfuckers just talking out your ass. Like you don't know shit.
uh, other
You
thing
don't
made a
even know
good
why it's
point.
being delayed. You just crying.
Other thing made a good point. Made a good point. That ain't nothing but another talking tool for them Sony guys or whoever it is to throw that shit out there to make them haters talk about or complain about the Xbox. Now let's just say this, which I know is a fact, is true, hardcore on the motherfucking dime. Have no one complained about that at all? They just say no one complained about it. No one said anything about it. And Microsoft said it, and motherfucker like, okay, you want to hear no Xbox guys or anyone else warn about it. They would have just shut the fuck up and sat there and wait. So my thing is, why would you wait till someone to complain to make them persuade you to want to whine and cry like a little bitch? When if IGN and none of them motherfuckers said anything at all, you wouldn't be saying nothing. You wouldn't even
I
be the
mean,
first
this
one to type it
you
up
know.
and say, I don't like that.
But see, this is the thing that also kills me. Flip. When the next GTA 5 comes out in like 7 years, because we know it's gonna take for forever. I mean, GTA 6 comes out, right?
Right? Right, Bob.
What are the
Say it
chances?
again.
What are the chances that GTA 6 online comes out the same day?
Oh no, they ain't gonna do that. That ain't not,
Exactly.
they ain't gonna.
But my, but,
GTA
but
Online was shitty for about how long? Punisher about what? 2 years? Or a year and a half to almost 2 years or something like that before it got good. I didn't hear nobody
yeah,
complain.
and the thing is, the new one we don't know what differences they're going to do to it. So there's no guarantee. Like people just think, oh, well, if you did this for the previous game and it only took 4 years, why can't you just do the same thing for the game you're working on now? Well, one, the whole design of the game is different. What they're aiming for is different. So like trying to
Right.
act like this game is just a cutout of the previous game. That shit don't make no sense when you already know it's not. The whole time we've been talking about Halo Infinite is open world. Halo 5 wasn't no open world. Why do motherfuckers keep on talking about why is it 6 years or 5 years dev cycle versus three for like Halo 3? That shit don't make any sense.
The map, the right. It wasn't an open world. The level, the map level was open. So when you go to the next stage, as you know, also that stage was big. That's what they made. They made that level big. Some levels
And
was
you can
bigger than
and you
others.
it's either you go
That was not
straight.
an open world. Right.
No, it was
Not okay.
linear
I
because
don't
you
know
only can
why
go.
people think.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
want
know
to go
why
to
people
point A
think
to
that.
point B. That's how all
I
Halos
Yeah,
were.
yeah, because you could speed run that shit. Other than the first one, the first one wasn't like that. But the first one, you can go from basically the beginning to the end, just go back and forth until a
right.
certain point. But Halo 2 wasn't like that. Halo 3 wasn't like that. They made those games linear. Halo 4 was also linear. You know what I mean? So it's been linear for a while. It didn't start that way, but that's what it became. And now they're going back to something a little bit closer to what the original was. Except for now you have control over going to multiple points, and we have no idea how co-op is affected with that, with tethering, or whether or not they're going to give you a full capabilities of free roaming. But how does that work in with the story? We don't know. We don't know what their issues are. We don't know if they're having connection issues. For whatever reason, we have no idea. I was just watching this shit with the Psychonauts dev shit. I don't know if y'all seen that shit. I think it popped
Mm-mm.
up yesterday or the day before, but they were basically saying like when you go in to fix certain bugs, you end up getting new bugs sometimes. Like, and I think a lot of times people just think bug fixes are just, oh, you just go in and fix it and that's it. But that's not how it works. Like a lot of times you're trading off. So you might have a bug that has the issue it cause is smaller in comparison to another bug, and all bugs aren't created the same. Like some bugs are major and you have to deal with. Other ones are small. Like say at a certain corner that you turn, for whatever reason, the light jumps instead of like being like moving the way it should. It'll jump. But it's like, do you fix that and then change something else that really fucks up something that a player sees, or something that's minute? Like there's trade-offs. But a lot of these dudes, they don't know shit about developing games. They have no idea about how you even do anything as far as creating a video game. So they just cry and bitch about shit
Said
that
that's a
they
key
don't
word.
fucking know. Yeah,
They babies, man. They cry. I want it now. They think it's that fucking commercial. It's my money and I want it now. Like,
but you would have thought the motherfuckers already bought and paid for it. You can't even pre-order the game yet, so
yeah.
I can understand if a motherfucker bought the game, pre-ordered it, and then they're like, "What? No campaign co-op? I already pre-ordered the game." No, you didn't, bitch. Where you pre-ordered that shit? Well, I pre-ordered it from GameStop. Motherfucker, that's GameStop. They'll let you pre-order shit 5 years out. You better stop it.
Yup. Yup.
You
Yup.
ain't pre-ordered that shit from Xbox. You can't do that shit on the digital store. If it's not on there, bitch, it don't count. You better cut that shit out. All this
I get the
goddamn
free
whining.
download.
That should be the wildest shit, man. All this baby shit, man. Even when Uncharted, man, I not Uncharted, The Last of Us, Last of Us 2, all the motherfuckers crying about multiplayer. I wasn't crying about no goddamn multiplayer because I ain't play that shit, and I'm not gonna act like I was so concerned about it. You know, motherfuckers come out and be like, "Oh, it's not there." But did you hear anybody say, "Well, we got to delay the Last of Us 2 now because we need to wait for multiplayer"? You ain't hear none of that shit.
I don't think you are.
I'm letting y'all talk, G. 'Cause, they think I talk bullshit.
On eyes over there looking around in his head. You know,
Yeah, probably is doing that.
I don't know if I heard about the rumors. Man, they said it was. They said it was. The rumors that it's supposed to, they don't know when it's gonna come out this year. Why I said it earlier. Uh, they supposed to remaster all the GTA from GTA 3 on up. It's supposed to come out this year, whatever. And I'm sitting here wondering, well, Rockstar is a motherfucker, boy. They know how to make fucking money. I swear they do.
Nah,
I
Rockstar
don't
know
know
how to
what type.
milk a fucking game. That's what they know what they can do.
I I don't know what.
They've
Man,
been
listen.
milking GTA 5 since
Let's get
2013.
but they're talking about remastering 3 all the way on up to 5. I would say, damn, that's a lot of money. Not as much as they got from one
Oh yeah, they
goddamn
made
game.
billions from GTA 5. So
I'm
they
trying to
got the
figure out
money.
how that's going. I'm trying to think how that's going to work. How that's going to look.
But they say they're trying to, I guess, remake it to a certain degree. I guess they're gonna make it look like it's heavily modded or something.
That's
But
what
it's still
remember
gonna
I told
stay.
you that.
It's
I
still gonna
think
stay closer to the PS2 version. And they say it's not gonna change it
yeah,
too
no,
much.
yeah, no. They're talking about like the angle, the shooting and stuff like that. It's supposed to stay
Yeah, they
close
might
to the.
improve the shooting and all that stuff. It's gonna be kind of like
But
maybe how they did.
but but
What's that name
graphically,
again?
it's supposed to look way better. So I don't know. it might just look like the fuck that
Yeah.
it might just look like on GTA 5. They might just make them all look like GTA 5 and make GTA 5 look, that might be the one that's gonna look somewhat next gen or whatever. Like you said, a lot of people make mods and that shit look crazy. They mods look crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be like the mods on PC almost. It's gonna be like heavily modded.
Oh, you talking about
All the
Skyrim?
GTA from 3 on up. GTA
Oh, you talking?
GTA 3 and on up. Yeah.
Oh.
Like Vice,
They're gonna
the
get
Pro
mods for that.
Liberty. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they talk about
But no, they're gonna be. It look like it's been
remastered
modded. It's gonna be the same game, but it look like it's modded
Oh, that's what's
or
up.
something like that.
Well, as long
You
as it
ain't
look
get no
better, that's
action.
cool.
You ain't get no action stories or no shit like that. Same damn game, just gonna look way better.
I don't know why they
Hey,
want you to add those games to GTA 5. It's like section them off like on like different islands. And just do
yeah,
it like
Well,
that.
some
they
people
want
wanted
to
to be
charge
like
you.
that.
Yeah, just add them like an
I think
expansion
that
pack again.
you know what they going to make money. I mean, like I don't know why they don't do it because what's the worst that's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? What's the worst gonna happen? What? It sells what? 700 million each one.
No, I don't think it's gonna sell that much.
But shit, we talking about
I
GTA.
bet
I
you, I
don't
bet
know,
you
man.
they'll love that, but it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, I think they need to combine them all together.
Yeah, so put them all together. That way they can expand on their multiplayer also. They have more cities, more different
Because
islands and stuff they can go to. I think they should do it that
remember
way.
they still got an update that they doing to 5,
Mm-hmm.
a graphical update to 5, and with sadly and shameful as we talk about it, and I hold my head, shake my head because they can't do it like the way I don't understand why they have to like how did that we getting a straight up update for enhancement, but Sony they have to get a physical disc. I don't I just to me I'm sitting here thinking like, damn Sony, like, are you really next gen? Are you? Can we really say the PlayStation 5 is next gen if they have to do that for a physical
No, it's
disc?
just the way that shit was put together.
I mean, like, what is wrong with you, Sony?
They need
How would
a
you
physical
do?
disc for what?
They're talking about
No,
like
no, you're
how they
talking about they
going to
need
talk about
a straight up port for the PS5,
yeah
unlike
for
the
the
Xbox.
for GTA,
Oh,
like the upcoming, like I don't understand, like what is wrong with you? Why are you so inferior? What
I don't
happened?
know. Oh, why wasn't it designed better? Uh,
I,
you know what? To be honest, I don't think they ever planned to really make it backwards compatible, right? They felt they was gonna come into this gen the same way they came into last gen. Shit wasn't backwards compatible. They didn't feel that it hurt them, right? So therefore, they weren't really planning for it. Then Xbox was talking about it, and then they were like, yeah, maybe." But I think the shit that really turned was like they realized the backwards compatibility. They probably got wind that the Xbox's backwards compatibility was also helping out with games that were coming cross gen, you know. So these games weren't technically out yet, but it just made it a lot easier for those that already owned the console to get the upgraded version because they probably weren't even thinking about doing that shit. Similar to like think about 2K 21. Those are two different games. So hey, if you buy one, that shit don't transfer over. So I don't know. These motherfuckers, they was on some shit, man. But this is what happens when
Sony
you
plans to do exactly what they're doing right now. Is charging their fans for director's cuts. That's what they
yeah,
wanted to do. Instead of
bro, they're
making it
gonna
backwards
continue.
compatible, they just reselling
Yeah,
the same games they've been selling them.
yeah, but they're
The
gonna
very
continue doing
minimum
that.
to no upgrades.
They're gonna continue doing it until they stop. They demand better. You know what I mean? Like they're not. These dudes out here was out there saying no. You should pay more for Ghost of Tsushima. It's gonna have all these upgrades and Iki Island. Now you find out you paid fucking $10 extra for the fucking PS4 Pro port. That shit don't even make like it ain't changed
Mm-hmm.
shit.
All they did was pay
So
$10
what?
for haptic feedback. That's pretty much it.
All right, fair enough. That's exactly what they paid for.
That's
Have,
it. They just paid $10 just for that. That's it.
Okay,
but that was
let's think
that
about this. Let's
only.
think
You know what
about
I
this,
mean? Like
Live. What feature? Let's think about this. Let's name all the features that Sony had that they should have put their money somewhere else. Had the feedback trigger. That I don't think Sony should even pay for that. They try to outdo Microsoft what Microsoft already got with their with their trigger. You can feel different vibrations and rumbling when you drive forwards or games or whatever, or shooting whatever. Why didn't Sony just see? I think what other feature do they got other than that? They gotta have more features than that. Where that money went to.
That's about it.
but in their cards, I think.
Okay. The
The
Oh, the
PS5 ain't doing nothing
SSD.
that special except for the haptic feedback. That's it. Without that controller, the PS5 is just another PS4. That's it. There's nothing special about it.
Well, okay. We got that controller, that feature in the controller, and we also got how they arrange the SSD card. I don't give a fuck. We say this many a time. All the motherfuckers. You're not going to convince me to say that was a good idea for them to do that. A console. Stop looking at the shit as a PC. It's different if Microsoft would have did it. If Microsoft would have did it a better way. Sony tried to meet Microsoft on the. I know they try to deal with Microsoft on the same level. Like they're trying to get on Microsoft level. Okay, we're gonna put it in there. Like a PC, try to get on Microsoft level, and it failed. It failed. Those are two features that they did not have to put in the PlayStation that could have went somewhere else. It could. I don't know. Maybe could have gave it a better processor. It could have went anywhere else in that PlayStation other than in the goddamn controller and installing it that way. Because they 2 seconds faster than the Xbox with their speed on paper. That is, I think that they should have went a different way. I don't know. Maybe they needed this. Their whole one motherboard thing. Okay, I get it, but that and that liquid cooling. That's another feature that they should have went somewhere else with. I get it. That liquid metal stuff. I get it. It's supposed to be more efficient, keeping the joint more cooler. But man, they went too many places, man. I don't know exactly what point in time when they were designing it where it went left. Oh, that CD drive being at the bottom. Why? Can you please explain to the public why did they put the CD drive at the bottom? I don't understand that. I don't understand why the CD drive is at the bottom.
Oh, for the PlayStation? I don't know.
I don't understand what that. I think that's a big no-no too. I would not have put that. No, man, that's shit I realized that they fucked up on. Damn, do they have any good point? I wouldn't have went with that design either for the box. I don't give a fuck how cool looking people may think that shit look. I wouldn't have went with that either.
What do you mean for the
PlayStation 5,
actual
I wouldn't do
boxes
that.
housed in,
Yeah,
or the? Oh, okay.
how it looked like a router. I wouldn't have chose that design. So what they did was
I think that design actually.
they outdid themselves. They tried to outdo themselves.
I think it was a last minute thing. Like Microsoft, caught them with their pants down, announced it at, I think it was the
Even the design of the
Game
box.
Awards, something like that. And Sony just threw it together. They had no other choice.
You might be right.
Yeah.
You might be right on that one.
And that's what I got, like, 3 different cooling solutions. Because they couldn't figure out how to cool it off, but they couldn't let Microsoft get that big of a jump on them, not this time. Did you see what Microsoft did with the 360? Sony gave them a year head start. And they was kicking the PS3 ass the whole generation off of that 1 year head start. So they couldn't let Microsoft do that again. So they had to put something together and put it out there.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be much bigger fight this gen, but it's gonna be interesting. But I mean it's not there yet. You know, like Microsoft with Game Pass, they would names 20 something million, right? But it's not like they already like that is equivalent to the 100 and whatever amount of PlayStation 4 and 5 owners, right? But you would think so. The way these motherfuckers was trying to blame Outrider shit on Game Pass, you'd be like, hold up. Like all day, every day, all you hear is Pony talk about Xbox ain't got no consoles. Nobody want to buy it. It's dog shit. Xbox is irrelevant. Nobody gives a fuck about Xbox. But this game, Outriders, goes into Game Pass, which you say is irrelevant and is dog shit and nobody wants. And the game, the dev saying it doesn't know if it's sold as well as it could have. And now it's Xbox fault. That shit on PC, that shit on PlayStation. Y'all talk about how big and great PlayStation is. So that means that like like that
I mean nobody bought it on PlayStation.
but exactly. But that's the thing is it's killing me. It's like they completely ignore the fact that, you know, it'd be different if they said that shit rolled, you know, had like 10 million or PlayStation or something. And then sell on Xbox. But that's not sounding like the case, you know what I mean? So you can't blame that shit on Xbox. And that shit had issues. It wasn't like it was a perfect game. Not to say every game has to be perfect, but you can't act like you gotta remember it had, like people are losing their items and shit. So you can't act like that shit was like a flawless launch.
Right. That game. Well, let's just see. I don't know how much money the game made, and if it did made a lot, or how much more money it could have made. I would say it could have made more, depending on, regardless how much money it made now. I would say for sure it could have made more, but it had too many bugs. I swear, when I was playing with Savage and I seen Savage move, I said, "Yo, is that a glitch?" For the longest, I thought it was a glitch, so I realized that was his power. And I was the one that was glitching. I don't know how or why, but that's how it was working. I mean, the concept of the game is not bad at all. It's not. I like it. I like the concept of the game and everything. The good. I like this story and stuff like that. But the game had mad glitches. The glitches on that game was bad, and it still got glitches on the game. So
Yeah.
you know, people probably was mad and stuff like that about that or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it is what it is. Like, yo, they ain't playing that Microsoft. Like, and that's another thing I don't understand. Like,
They're like blaming
I
everything on Microsoft.
I guess that goes back to what other Zeke was saying. Any type of reason or any type of thing that goes wrong, or the little thing I should say, the little thing that goes wrong with a company and it has something to do with Microsoft, they'll put the blame on Microsoft. Well, when that was the Microsoft fault. Like, I don't understand where y'all getting this, why y'all trying to spin a new narrative that Game Pass is bad. I don't understand how is it bad when it's making money. I don't understand how Game Pass is ruining gaming when it's making money. How have Game Pass? This is what I want to know. How have Game Pass affect Sony or Nintendo? In what way did it affect their gaming experience? That's what I want to know. How? I mean, if anybody in the comment section got a reason or could come up with a solution how it affects Sony and them, please let me know because I want to know. That's like saying God of War got glitches and stuff like that, and the game didn't work very well. Oh well, it affect gaming. Not on the Xbox. Or better yet, PlayStation service affecting the Xbox. How? Because it's a shitty service on the PlayStation. Don't mean that Game Pass got to be a shitty service. Because I'm quite sure there's some pony out there in the back of their head thinking like that. Well, since Sony got their own shitty ass service, they're talking about or our service or Game Pass, whatever, PlayStation now is shitty. They shitty too. They shit ruining games. That's the logic that we using now. The motherfucker making money. Me and Baka was talking about how we're talking about when me and when Zink was on, and we were talking about when me and Zink was listening to Phil was trying to explain. Well, he did explain how Game Pass was working and how it made money, and you know Shaggy Dude just couldn't comprehend what he was talking about. Like he really wanted to know the end of the out. Like he wanted Phil to come out there and tell him the real secret to the sauce. I understand a lot of these people, man. I don't get a lot of these gamers out here and these so-called video game analysts or journals or whatever they are. I don't get a lot of the stuff that they do and say. It's even to the point people like, well, you know, a lot of it's clickbait. Nah, it's even to the point the clickbait shit got to stop. You can't use that excuse all the time, though. Because when you click on it, you see it, and that shit makes sense to you, then there's something wrong with you. That's just how I see it. If you think that the clickbait or the bullshit that IGN and all them motherfuckers, like I said earlier, we kept trying to deflect or when they come up with other excuses, oh the button on the TV feature is, you know, look a little different and kind of better on a PlayStation. Like that shit has nothing to do with the damn Xbox. If that shit makes sense to you about a fucking button on a goddamn remote compared to the straight up hardware on the Xbox, make sense to you, I don't know what to tell you. I think you got some type of mental issue. Because a lot of these phony bulls, y'all be saying a lot of weird shit that don't have nothing to do with it. I don't know, Lyle. You got anything else, Lyle?
Wait a second.
You got anything else?
I remember talked about
Hey,
Halo.
where the hell did Honey go? Did he fall asleep?
Probably went to the liquor store like he always do.
I think that motherfucker.
Let's see. Oh, did you talk about the Black Mist?
The what?
The new trailer for the Wukong, the Black Myth with the Monkey King.
Oh no, go ahead. No, we ain't talking about
Oh, I
that.
haven't seen it. They got a new trailer for that?
Yeah,
I
didn't even
it
know
just
that.
go
15 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, it was like you go IGN Black Myth Wukong. You'll see it came out yesterday, I believe. Yeah, that shit fire.
I'm gonna have to look
Those
that up.
battles,
Check it out.
it basically look like it's like a fun version of Bloodborne or something like that. You know what I mean? Like those From Software games.
No,
I hope not.
it's nothing but the
Not
Monkey
not
King.
staying
That's all
those
it is.
games.
Nah, but it looks like
It's the Monkey King.
I think it looks like it falls more so in line of like a kind of like a Devil May Cry, more so than like
Okay, yeah, I can rock with that.
you see what I'm saying? I'm just saying like I'm saying the extravagantness of the bosses reminds me of like from software game where they got different levels to their attacks and all that stuff, and they kind of do semi transformations. So that's why I mentioned that, but it looks good, man. It looks good. I couldn't tell you what the story is. It might literally just be a motherfucking run around from fight to fight just cause. But it should look good.
Yeah,
It's yeah. I mean, it still looks like it's a little ways away from being ready to ship because like the frame rates aren't like perfect, but it looks like it's running at I don't know, like 45 frames per second.
He did give us an update of what it looked like or how it played. Giving you an idea. What is
Yeah, but no, it's fine. It is Unreal Engine 5. Yeah, that should look fire though. That's for sure.
It does.
I don't know when it comes out. They probably don't drop for another. It might be 3 years to be honest.
And you think that far away?
I mean, because I only say that because we don't know.
If they're trying to just make it on next gen only, then yeah. Okay.
I believe it is on the next gen only, but I might be wrong.
Okay, well, I can see another 2 years. Another 2 years. So, before it drops 2 or 3 years.
I'm looking for it right now. I cannot find it.
Yeah, but I hope it's on all consoles.
IGN?
Yeah, I hope it's on all consoles just so I don't have to hear how it's dog shit because it's on one versus the other. Because the motherfuckers gonna say that shit. Xbox only get it, then PlayStation guys are gonna say it's a dog shit game. Who gives a shit? And vice versa.
Oh shit, they could be mad if Microsoft announced that they bought them.
They still going to say they still
Microsoft own that studio. They
Listen. I can't deal with that shit right now. Xbox dudes would be all happy and shit, and then PlayStation dudes would be ready to give it like, what? These fucking Japanese. They be like, these Japanese developers. They're like, these dudes is Chinese. What you mean Japanese? You-
Like they're gonna pop up. It's gonna say Tango Studios, Bethesda.
no, shit. Just sneak your shoehorn them in there.
Yeah, I can see that. Man, I can.
And be like,
Man,
and be like,
that
and be
yeah,
like, my,
the particle effect in the figure of that game is crazy. There you go.
yeah.
I see.
That shit was showing them fighting the dragon. I mean, shit, it showed them fighting a bunch of stuff after that dragon. It was like the dragon, the dude
I
with
just
all
sent it to you.
that that big nasty
I
shit
sent
on his back and
it. The fuck was that on
monkey
his
man.
back?
That's
I'm like, yo, what is that?
I
I mean,
don't know.
I
He
know
was
what it
shoot.
is. It's basically the Monkey King because he can morph and change into different creatures and stuff. So I'm sitting
Yeah.
up there thinking like, what the? I don't know what that thing
No,
was
no,
that
no,
he
no,
was
no,
chasing.
no, no, no. I'm talking about the shit that was on that guy. He was fighting's back. He basically like shot spores or spikes up this
Oh yeah,
hump
yeah,
in his
yeah,
back.
yeah.
Yeah, that shit was gross as
I don't
hell.
know
I
what
said,
that.
yeah. And yeah, he turned into a bat and started flying off, chasing the other guy.
I like how he pulled out this little staff and swerved his staff and made the death fly
Oh,
out to him.
when the dude tried to
I said,
electrocute him, right?
yeah,
Yeah, I said that
right.
shit fire.
Yo, this joint look crazy. Yeah, man. I was definitely on all consoles. Don't let it be on Xbox. Just don't let it be on
Nope, Xbox
that shit
exclusive. I
exclusive.
heard it here first.
No, it's
Nah, because then they're gonna try to trash it and give it a 7. They'll be like, it's not that good.
yeah.
If it's on everything, at least it should get like a decent rate. Now, if it was only on PlayStation, they rate that shit a 90.
Oh yeah, it get 9 to
You
10
know how they
across the
play.
board.
You know how they play.
That shit don't even have to have no
It's gonna be
story.
a
They'll be
must
like,
play. It's gonna
the,
be a
the,
game of
and,
the year.
and
It's gonna be all that.
yeah, they'll
All
be like,
games don't
see,
need to
actually,
have story.
they
What are you talking
they'll be
about?
like,
It's fun.
they'll be like, on Xbox, it'd be the same game. They be like, this game has no story. It's trash. All you do is like hack and slash. Man, this is mindless button mashing. They get it on PlayStation. They don't even mention. He was like, well, the story's
Oh
told
shit.
through the environment
Go
on
again with the
PlayStation. All you got to do is
go
watch
with
me
the
walk
B
through.
button. Talking about that damn B button again.
he was
Who was
he
the
was
ain't no
like,
B
It's
button?
gonna be,
What
it's
was
gonna
it?
be too much A button. That's
it's
what it's
a
gonna
A
be
button.
on
Yeah, too
Xbox.
much A button again. I don't like the way that I gotta keep using the trigger. Like what? What's the trigger? Oh no, the trigger joint when I move out the way real quick. I don't like the way he moved. He move out the way real quick. He moving out the way. He moving out the way too quick. I don't like that. It almost like if she's flying. What? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? The
Or they gonna say the
motherfuckers be
controls
having
is too
all kinds of
floaty.
stories. Yeah. What the craziest shit you ever heard that they talk about Xbox? Comment section. I like to hear y'all. The crazy shit that you that they said about the Xbox. Like, who the fuck?
Well, the
Fuck
fact that they
think of that?
claimed that they couldn't find the settings one time.
Yeah, you know what? That
Like, how
got
the
to
hell
be.
could you not find the settings? Like, what? They kind of
I
hard to
think they
miss.
got to be top. I think that's top one. They got to be the top, the number one of the millennium. Is I can't find the setting button. I didn't understand that shit.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, it sounds like somebody who literally just picked it up the first time and couldn't find it, not somebody who's actually been using it for a while. So maybe he couldn't find the setting button. I mean, I don't know.
We can't play. Oh, Vodka said we can't play you the game. I forgot about that one. That was another one right there. Like, yo, we can't play used game.
Yeah,
Like,
that was
what?
some shit right there.
That is yeah.
And you know what's funny about that? It's the same people who are talking about they couldn't play used games are the same ones talking about why rent your games from Game Pass.
Yeah,
They talking
that
about
and
why
those
do that,
same
and
guys
now they want
was
to
out,
support the developer now all of a sudden.
yeah, acting like they wasn't on GameFly this whole goddamn time. Fucking doggone hypocrites. How you gonna be on GameFly renting all your damn PlayStation games and then complain about Game Pass? Like, are you
Hmm.
serious?
And now they want to support the developer.
Yeah.
You
And
know
all
what?
that
Yeah, that's a
generation,
good one.
they Like you
That's
said,
the
it
new
was
one.
on GameFly and all that.
That's a new one right there. That goes right along with the they blame Microsoft and stuff. Well, them developers didn't get paid. Like, wait, what the hell? Microsoft that's Square Enix that did that shit. You like how
Yeah,
Square Enix?
developers also don't get paid when you buy your games from GameStop either.
Mm-hmm.
You're buying them used, they don't get paid off that.
Yeah, but they ain't trying to hear that.
I remember the first thing that I heard was people like, man, I can't play the Xbox 5 because of the controls. What's wrong with the controls? You know, the way the controls are, I can't play the games and stuff like that movie. What game is it that you have to have a PlayStation control style to play a game on an Xbox?
Mm-hmm.
What game
Probably
is it?
Metal Gear because it feels like it. You play Metal Gear 5, it feels like they designed it for a PlayStation controller the way it moves
They
like
did.
on
They did.
Xbox. It shit, I was like, why does this shit feel like this? It feels clunky as fuck.
They did.
Yeah, it's kind
Other
of
than
clunky and
but
it feel
see,
like some of the buttons are backwards too.
Metal Gear is the what? Is the, what? 1 in a million? I'm sitting here thinking to myself, well, you must say, have you ever played the Xbox? Because we ain't gonna sit up here and say shooters. You can't use shooters. The shooters, let's be real, shooters don't work on PlayStation the way the controls are. With them analog sticks like that, like that. I
Yeah,
I
they're
can't
not
get that.
ideal. I mean they work. I've played games that are shooters. They're not the greatest
I ain't
that
gonna let
way,
that
but
out. No, I hated resistant falling man playing that like that. I said, what the fuck is going on here? Why? I'll go use the directional pad then.
football extra. He said use the directional pad. Like this
But
shit is like
that
Nintendo
shit,
64.
yeah.
When
I'm
you do
like, yo,
one,
what is that? Like,
when you do a one button press and it turns, it rotates.
yeah, that didn't make no sense. I don't know why they did that. Nintendo did some wild shit back in the day. Nintendo up there making controls all weird and shit. And the funny thing about it, I got used for playing games like that. The Nintendo doing like that in the 64. When the Xbox came out, or yeah, I would say when the Xbox came out,
Mm-hmm.
playing the shooters and stuff, it was totally different. I would say Dreamcast.
I don't know that Duke controller. It took some time to get used to when they added those two
You
extra
just got
buttons,
that
that
game.
black and white one.
Well, because
Yeah,
when you had because Halo and Call of Duty, when did Call of Duty come out? Maybe like 2 years, or yeah, 2 years after Halo. Like when it was actually good, I should say.
I don't
what are
know.
you talking
Because
about?
Call of Duty 2 was the first one I played where it was like, all right, this shit feel actually good to play other than just Halo. I mean, because the other shooters, they were okay. I mean, the Dooms and the Riddicks and stuff like that. Riddick had a better, like, it's intriguing because of the story, not necessarily its gunplay.
It was really good. It was more like that was more like some type of I don't know, make you feel like you was inspired or something like that. On the first one. That's what came up with mind that they would do that. Was that only on the play? Was that what was that on the Xbox first? And then went to the PlayStation?
Which one?
See, this is the thing that really. These are
Wait,
games
hold on,
that
wait, hold on.
It was on Xbox. Actually, I
was on
thought it was
Xbox
Xbox
first.
exclusive. Was it
I
not
don't know.
Xbox exclusive? I thought it
I
was.
don't know. I don't know.
Butcher Bay?
Yeah, because there's two of them that came out. I don't know. Maybe the first
Now,
one
I know
was,
it
and the
came on
second one.
PC. For sure, it
Right.
came on PC. But I don't
Don't
know if
count.
it came on PlayStation.
I don't know. It might have came up a couple years later, but I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. Like, because any game that you've seen, the reason why it seemed hard to believe that because PlayStation graphics couldn't couldn't produce some type of graphic that the OG Xbox was doing. Because it was a big thing when you seen Splinter Cell and you seen on Splinter Cell, like when Splinter Cell came out, like a year later or something like that, maybe I don't know, on the PlayStation 2, and that shit didn't look right. They're like, yo, I remember on the board, like, yo, my game, there's something wrong with my PlayStation. Like, what's that? He said it looked funny. They're like, it's like, what do you mean it look funny? Or like, yo, it acting weird. Before so he had his game, so he put the game in and he playing it. Like, yeah, it look alright. He said, nah, why it don't look like that on the I guess I only can assume that he must have thought that that he thought that the PlayStation 2 was more powerful than the Xbox. That's the only thing I can think of. He had bought it and the board was like, it was right. And he was like, yo, why it look like that? I was like, oh shit. That's all I can say. Nah. He's like, what? He's like, what you mean? He's like, it don't look like it's supposed to look on Xbox. So he grabbed it, just my man with it. So he put the Jordan on there. He's like, what the fuck? He said, see, why it look like that? And he was like, they just started laughing at me. I was like, oh man. I left out the store. I didn't even want to hear no more, man. I didn't want to hear no more. Because all I sent and I was seeing that is I want my money back. That's what I like, you know, I like, you know, we going to see you want his money back. I know you want his money back. That shit looked shitty on the PlayStation 2. Splinter Cell. I said, yo, look at the shadow and the lighting. It did not work very well with that PlayStation. It looked like somebody took
something like they have to strip it down a little bit just for it to play.
You know how you got the color black, right? And you got the light. You like, okay, an example. You know how you have the light because the Splinter Cell, you can shoot light out and it be pitch black. For some reason, you know, we don't know why the green light on his old goggles was his trademark. So, you know, the light and his shadow, like how the light reflected off him and the shadow, it on the PlayStation, it didn't look like that. It looked like because the darkness, the level of the blackness was darker and in the detail and that light reflected off of him. On the PlayStation, it looked like somebody drew like somebody drew that shit on. I was like, oh man. They are like, oh man, it's bad. This is bad. It looked like somebody just like drew it on them. It was like somebody took a highlighter marker and just drew outline on Sam Fisher's body. And the same thing with the shadow. It was not working. It didn't look right. I said, wow, man. I was like, oh my God. Because there was a lot of games kept coming out and they started seeing on comparison. They were like, oh man, this is not looking good. This is not looking good for Sony. They was getting bad as fuck all those goddamn games. They was coming out and they was like, why that shit don't look right? I was like, oh boy. I said to my home, like, man, you're gonna find a lot of people bringing their shit back. Fuck my man Norman. My man Norman, you know what I mean? He what that thing called now? OC, what's that thing called? The people that got problem with cleaning up and want everything perfect and shit. Whatever that shit is. I
OCD.
Okay, yeah, he had that. My man came. He had the cause I don't know why his shit was like that. Cause like he had both consoles. He always had. Probably got both consoles now. You know? So the game didn't look right on the PlayStation, and he came back, bringing that game back. And like, what do you want me to do? Like, no, I don't want this game. This game such and such. He said, don't even have to worry about it because I cleaned the case off and the inside. I was like, oh my fucking God, don't he did not just do this. He was cleaning the case and everything. And he wanted this like, yo, you want me to give it to you on the Xbox version? And he just switched it out for him on the Xbox version. He used to come in the store and have a fit when he seen a game that was on the PlayStation and it didn't look right compared to the Xbox. He was a PlayStation dude. I was like, oh man, come on, man. What we doing here, Noah? Hey, Noah, what we doing here, dog? What we doing, dog? What we doing here? Motherfucker, yo, you can store with the GameStop bad in the motherfucker. I was like, yo, I might as well just. I like to know when it comes down to multiplayer games, you might as well just keep that shit on the Xbox. Yo, did not like none of that shit what he was saying. I was like, oh shit. My man know I'm cool as shit. That motherfucker, look at here. If they had PlayStation soap, no one would buy it. No one had a Sony system, a Sony TV. I'm telling you, if they had Sony soap on a rope, he would have had that shit. That motherfucking crib, everything was Sony. I wasn't mad at it, but it was just that, I think you got everything Sony. Why you got an Xbox? I didn't understand, like, yo, if they had an Xbox, you would have never known what that would just look like. You would have just go to the version that Sony had with just better. I'm surprised they don't got a pair of Sony sneakers. I can see these fools right now running around with a Sony purple scarf. Shit, I can see that shit. Yeah, you gotta check out that Monkey King thing, man. That policy fact shit fuck you up. That's how you do shit around with the snow. That's crazy. Loud, wake up. Right,
My
one
mic
more
was
topic
muted. That's
in
what it
there.
was.
We can throw one more topic in there. We out of here.
Oh shit. Oh, let's talk about this spaces, y'all. It's like some new shit that motherfuckers is doing on Twitter, having like these conference calls on a whim. Anytime.
I seen some PlayStation fanboys doing that.
Yeah, they do. Anytime Xbox do some shit, it's like it's basically like one of those groups that they go and they basically console each other. It's like a counseling session.
Mm-hmm.
You should open up one, Flip. Actually, you should open one, Flip. Every time Xbox do good news, these PlayStation guys want to cry. You should open up a counseling session. But like, all right, you can come in, Flip Money's counseling for all my pony brethren. Those that are dealing with any types of issues from sexual impotency all the way down to little man fingers. You know what I mean?
Who's
So
what is that? Is that a new feature for Twitter or something, or is that a different app?
Man, get one of them shorties that you always be having in your live parties. Having one of them be your executive assistant.
Oh, okay. Vodka said, talking about a support group. Man, listen here, man. We
support group.
I really don't.
Sure.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We do need something like that for the PlayStation guys. We need
for them to keep
the trend just dumped into the Xbox ecosystem.
Yeah, I'm saying you go and the thing with spaces is basically like you just get in there and everybody's able to talk. I don't know if they can talk at all one time or you can mod it. I have no idea. Never tried it. But I mean, you're gonna get motherfuckers that gonna come in and be like, Xbox sucks, fuck you. And you gotta be like, all right, man, calm down.
Always have one
Be like, calm down. We need to understand where are these feelings come from. Xbox sucks, fuck Phil Spencer, blah blah blah. And be like, but why fuck Phil Spencer? What has Phil done to you? Xbox has no games.
Yo, so Live gonna be the one that you gonna be the one controlling the party and stuff. I can see punishing
Hell
out.
yeah, I'll be the one that let all the crazy motherfuckers come through the line. And Phil be wondering, he was like, does he vet these motherfuckers? Or he just looking for the nuttiest bitch on his. I'm like, do you like
Trust
Xbox?
when it
No,
comes to
I
this
hate
party,
it.
you ain't have to look very far. They'll come
Perfect.
to you.
I was like, all right, Dr. Phil, go do your thing.
Dr. Flip.
Well, I don't know. It's not like Live trying to set me up. Bunch of crazy motherfucker. I can do that now. Oh, calm down. Woosah. Take a deep breath. Inhale.
He be like,
Exhale.
you gonna have a
Inhale.
lot of
Exhale.
crazy motherfuckers. Some might not even be Xbox haters. They just might be crazy. Say, listen, man,
Oh
I was trying
shit.
to do a venture of condoms for Black Panther, or at least Black Panther inspired. Like, all right. So what happened? Yeah, I lost all my money, man. You know, apparently people didn't want condoms forever. I don't know. It just didn't pan out, man. So my wife left me, and now I got a stack of condoms and no pussy. I'm like, oh shit, wild shit out here.
If you're married, you should be using no condoms. What's going on?
Well,
I
that's
can
if
see it right
she ain't
now.
on the pill. She might not be on the pill.
I don't know, La.
Well, I guess I don't know. Well, I
Yeah,
ain't
'cause
married, so I don't
some
know.
people
Y'all know better
some
than I
people
do.
don't.
So,
Oh nah, my wife be on the pill because I'm not wearing no condoms. I'm good on that shit.
Maybe we should have some type of electrical shock treatment when it comes to the Xbox party. So when it gets too out of hand, you can hit the A button twice and then give them a little buzz. You know what I'm saying? And a little electrical stimulation, like, huh? Okay.
You ain't even got a shot, man. Just give them shots of tequila, man. That's all. Leave them in a cage and give some shots of tequila. Let out all they rage on them bars.
What time is it? All right. We're gonna get off this thing. We already did this thing like an hour and 30 minutes.
Word.
Okay.
mm-hmm.
About to close this down.
That's what's up.
I know what to do. Shout out to all the people that came out and rock with us. I'm about to call this fool because I know he probably went to sleep.
All right, one more thing.
Yeah.
I can
These
phone. I
about to
hear this
buy
motherfucker
something,
snoring.
so your PlayStation fanboys about to pretty note.
My camera. What? Who's this thing talking about? Said, oh, other thing
He
said
done
they'll
did
never
it
question
again.
Sony
He done did it
exclusives.
again.
What? Are you calling his ass?
Went to sleep. Hey, that
You
nigga
sleep?
went to sleep, y'all.
I told
He
you,
ain't sleep.
I think you went to sleep earlier. I'm like, honey, go to sleep.
No, I hear him sleeping. I hear him snoring. Y'all can't hear, but I can hear it.
He been snoring for like the past 40
What? You can
minutes.
hear? I don't see his mic going on.
Yeah. No, he's snoring. I can hear it. I can hear it. I can hear they doing
Yeah, I
real
put
good. Real
in the
low
private
tone.
chat.
This
You have to see
motherfucker.
it.
This motherfucker. The thing is, if it fuck up again, y'all, we'll be doing this tomorrow. This motherfucker going this way.
And he don't want to
You
sleep
know what we're
snoring
gonna
for like
do?
9
We
hours.
go
Shit
we
be
gonna do a
going.
good for me to use some type of electrical shock treatment. So every
He
time
ain't
Bone
gotta
goes to
do all
sleep,
that. All he gotta do is edit
he
the
gonna
shit.
shock. Yeah.
All he gotta do is edit the shit.
Bone, wake up.
That's stupid.
Please. Like I this motherfucker Bone was like, oh, man, I'm gonna let y'all do it. Like they can't hear it. I know y'all can't hear it out there. Y'all can't hear it, but I can hear it real good.
Nah, I can't
No, I
hear
can
it.
hear him too. I've been hearing him for the past
You
like
can
40
hear
minutes.
it, yeah. See, they can't hear it, but we can hear it. We live this listen. You don't hear that live.
Nah, because you know what? I got my daughter's baby monitors in here, so it's like I can hear air conditioning.
Yeah, no, that's because you don't got your Xbox headset on. You can
I
hear
got
it.
them
You got
on,
your
but that
yeah, that's
but
your.
the which
I
one?
can hear it real
But
clear. I can hear it real clear. Oh yeah, man. Xbox got another headset that's coming out. I mean, that's already got the $60 joint with the wire. Same joint like ours,
They said those
but
are
it just
only
got the wire.
studio, right? Or stereo. My bad. They're only stereo.
wait, what's on state again?
No, I said the headphones are only stereo.
Oh
They're
yeah.
not the full
Yes. No. You
surround
can't
sound
do
like the
this.
other ones.
No. Well, I think it. No. I think the only feature it doesn't have it just doesn't have the Bluetooth function where you could connect it to your phone. I mean, well, you could still plug it in, but you can't have both things going at the same time, as far as
It's
I
weird.
know.
I've been
So,
having problems with mine though. My
which
mine
one?
keep cutting off and resetting. So if I got
The
a single
Remember, go
headphones.
jack,
bring your light skinned brother up.
Yeah, mine does that
Or
if I'm too far. If I walk, like say if I'm outside and I still got them on, or I'm in the or if I'm in the living room gaming and I go to my
but
bedroom,
but
it might cut
but
off.
but that but that's because of the it's because of the signal. I got too much, electrical stuff in the crib and stuff that's
Yeah,
blocking that signal. That's basically what it is. You know what I mean? Microwave, too much other you already got the Wi-Fi box and shit. That shit interrupting the signal and shit. Because it does that with mine. It does that with my other headset too. With my baby, the Panasonic.
mm-hmm.
Panasonic
Yeah, we're
Red.
doing
It
the
does the
same thing
same
on my
thing with my baby.
we're doing the same thing on my Astros. My Astros are A50s. Like something was interfering with it. Those was cutting on and off too.
yeah,
Yeah, the headphones, they nice
yeah. That's
though.
it.
I ain't gonna hold you. I like them. I like the way that they are. I ain't gonna
Hmm.
like it. They got one with the
Yeah,
wire and
they
one
pretty good
without the
for
wire.
$100. I'm not complaining.
But see, the one
They're
with the
real
wires,
comfortable.
they only 60. Michael gonna ask me why
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting them joints. I'm like, no man, he's like, you just wanted to have them all part of the family. Like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I like them.
Oh, you mean the
As for
wired ones? Just that you said
I
just to
was thinking
have
about
them.
getting the ones for 500.
what
See what those are
see,
like.
it's
Nah,
kind of
I am not getting
I
those
ain't doing
shits.
that.
You on your
I ain't
own
doing.
on that, buddy.
Oh, yeah, I'm good. I ain't paying
Hey,
another
I'm
bunch
going to spend that money, man.
I
Stop
ain't
being
paying a
cheap,
console
man. Get
price.
that.
I ain't paying no console price for damn headband. I ain't just. I listen. Both the fifth heads that I have before was 250, and they did the exact same thing. The one that they doing, and it was Turtle Beach back in the day. They did the exact same thing that these Xbox headset was doing with the phone and all that shit. And I was like, nah, I would never do that again. That's the most I've ever spent. Wait a minute, was it? That I can remember. Like I'm not doing that no more. I'm like I'm not spending that no more. That's
Mm.
ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man.
That nigga still
I just
snoring.
want them to. Yeah.
I can't hear
No, he's not.
No, he probably rolled over or something.
him.
Stop snoring.
I, oh, okay.
He said Wakanda forever.
Shit, did y'all play that yet? How's
Yeah,
that
I'm playing.
that Black Panther?
It's good. I'm playing in there. I'm like halfway through the story. Hold on, let me see. Should be halfway through it. How much percent? I am.
Now we just on the joint talking like we in the Xbox Live party.
Well,
I
I mean,
forget
we
they
might as well. We might as well shit get the game and just talk like we in Xbox Live party shit.
I mean, like, yo, y'all did that, like, yo, this motherfucker with the
This is
suit.
all right. All right. At this point, this is Xbox After Dark.
Did I ever tell you about this
Honey,
one
what
chick
you
that I
asked
ran
for?
into, right? Ain't live. Did I ever tell you about the one chick that I ran into?
Which
How
one?
her nipples and stuff. This chick, she was brown skin. Her nipple was like she had vertigo, but it was even tone vertigo on her titties. That shit scared the fuck out of me. But cause we're like,
Like
yo,
she ain't had
man,
no
you
she ain't
doing it?
had no nipples.
No, she had
Be
that, but it was just weird. Like, hold on. Some motherfucker,
like,
like you don't
She
understand.
she had white
he was
nipple
like,
It
with
was all white
yeah,
nipple and
stereo.
everything. That shit scared the fuck out of me. I thought if I touched him, I was going to start morphing and shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, that shit had me fucking like, what is going on here? Like,
flip of the skin
because
is
like, yo,
Kevin
yeah,
Hart
you
on. It
Yeah,
was
she
like
got
she
this
ain't got no
girl.
nipples.
listen here,
uh,
listen here. I
what?
said, hold on. My
Oh,
cousin like, go ahead. I like, hold on. I gotta go to the bathroom. Yeah, the
All you gotta
bathroom
do is put some
downstairs.
chocolate syrup on it. He'll be all right.
Uh, you would have seen how her teeth looked. All she ever talk about, she was doing the revert with Bone. All we talking about, yeah, baby. All she talked about, yeah, Bono. We talking about being pussy. She kept talking about how she sucked dick, and I'm like, this ain't gonna work. Cause the way your teeth look, I don't see how to do that.
god
Yeah,
damn.
still, well, guess what?
She was trying to
Over
injure
here.
you.
All you gotta do is put the back over her head and turn the lights off.
I
I
don't
got
know if
ghosts.
you can get. I don't know if you can get workers' comp for bad blowjobs. I'm not sure if that's how that works. Just in case your ass got hurt, be like, listen, I'm on disability because my dick
I,
hurt.
I was. I think I was what? Was like 18.